The Hazleton Area High School girls golf program is still young, but they've had a lot of success. The team has sent a number of individual golfers to the state championships, and they also went twice as a team following District 2 AAA titles in 2018 and 2019. We all learned that a lot can happen in a year. Many of the talented golfers who helped win those titles have graduated, and as a result of the pandemic, a number of schools have dropped their girls golf programs, leaving the Lady Cougars scrambling to find matches. A determined group of young women have been keeping the program going and trying to keep it growing. I spoke with some of them recently at the Valley Country Club driving range in Sugarloaf. Isabel Sirach is not here right now. Jenna, tell me about Isabel. She's not here. She can't talk. Just tell me about Isabel a little bit.
Isabel is a great golfer. She's also a great friend of all of ours. She's actually the only one of the three of us that wants to golf in college, and she's making all the moves. She's doing great. She has so many colleges looking at her, and she's looking at colleges. Isabel's doing very good things with golf this year.
I remember Isabel, I think, from years past talking with her. There's been a lot of success on this team. How did you guys feel coming in, having to keep the program going and also trying to have your own success?
I think we were pretty worried that it wasn't going to be what it was, but we've tried to make it work and tried to figure out what is going to happen in future years and this year altogether.
So this year, let's talk about this year. How do you think you've been doing, Madalena, this year, and how about the team? I mean, there's a lot, like you said, even just scheduling teams sometimes might be difficult. How do you think it's been going?
Personally, I think I've improved from years past, so that was something that was pretty exciting, and I also think that everybody else has really improved, so I think we definitely made the moves to be better as a team.
So Kylie, you're the sophomore on the team, right? Were you on the team before, or is this your first year you signed up?
Yeah, I was on the team as a freshman.
Okay, so what got you to come out for the team, though? Was it you being recruited, or were you just a golfer?
No, I've golfed for 8 years, my freshman year and this year included, and I just loved it, and my coaches from previous have told me, go golf for the high school, go for the high school, so that's what I did.
Have you been golfing, Ella? Have you?
Yeah, I've been golfing for a few years now. My dad got me into it.
Right. So when did you come on the team? Have you been on the team since freshman year?
Yeah, freshman year.
How do you sell the program in the school? Like, if you're talking with your friends, do you try to sell it sometimes? What do you do to try to sell golf?
Just say this sport's very different from every other sport, so.
Would you agree with that? This is a different sport?
I would, yeah, definitely. I think that there's definitely things that are run a lot different than regular sports teams. Obviously, we are smaller, and there's definitely a closer bond with all of us together because our team is so small.
Golf is all sports are, but golf seems like such a mental game too, and you really have to be there for your teammates, because I would think it would be easy for me just to fall apart instantly. Is there some truth in that? Or?
I think Madalena and myself have both been really good with. We haven't been golfing for as long as most of the other girls, so I think it's easier for us not to get in our head about it and just shake it off. I think that's the best way to play golf. If you get in your head, you won't succeed. So, yeah.
So, you've been golfing for a while.
Yep.
Is it like that beginner's thing, or why do you think it is people who golf longer might get in their heads a little, because they know that they're thinking a little bit more about it?
Well, honestly, I think it depends on the person. Me personally, I get in my head when I do something bad because I know I can do better than what I just did. But people who haven't golfed as long may think that it's just a game, I'm doing it for fun, where people like me play for the competition and want to do better.
Tell me about that a little bit. I mean, after a match, how are you usually feeling, or how do you try to gauge and keep your mental state the whole time?
Well, it depends on the score I get, obviously. If I score higher than a 50, I'm not in such a good mood because I shouldn't be scoring that high. Lower than a 50, I've only done once. I was pretty good about that, but I keep myself calm down because I know the girls around me can play up to higher than I can, and they could support the team.
You've worked with some of the girls who have been here, set up such a proud legacy. What do you think they would think of you guys moving the program forward? Would they be proud with the work that's being done here?
I think they definitely would. I think they would enjoy seeing how much everybody has really grown from, obviously Kylie was a freshman when they were here, and some of them didn't even get to meet her, so I'm sure that they would be proud to see the growth that we've all had, and especially us, because they watched me and Jenna grow up into the sport.
Jenna, you said you started a little bit later. Going back and looking at where you're at now, what are you most impressed about that you've been able to accomplish?
I just think sticking with it for the last 4 years is exciting. Like you said, we had such an amazing team when we were sophomores and even freshmen. And Marin and Grace would definitely be so proud to see everything that's happened with our program. It's exciting.
It's a successful season for the Lady Cougars this year. What happens, or is it like we still want to win championships, or what's a successful season?
I mean, that's always the goal. It's hard to get matches, so playing often is not as easy as it used to be because obviously everything has been affected and there's not as many girls teams. But I think that in the long run, that's obviously all of our goals, is to be able to play in districts and even maybe go on to states.
Do you play with a lot of girls around the area?
No.
No?
I really don't. When I golf for the USGLL, I golf with, of course. There's not a lot of girls anywhere, really.
So we need more women to sign up for this sport.
Yeah, I think we need more girls or the girls team won't happen.
Yeah.
So I hope more girls join the team.
How would you say, I mean, do you guys, you said how close you are. I mean, you're also having a lot of fun together while you're out here.
Definitely. I would say that was one thing that was super important when we were like freshmen and sophomore, is they taught us to be, like the upperclassmen taught us to be one like family, since we are such a small team, because normally in a regular sport you can't do that because the team is so big and maybe you don't know everybody. But I think that definitely them showing us that we should make it like a family sport is what we've at least tried to do, and I think that that's the most important part to some of us, that it's all of us being together before anything.
Jen, is there a sense of pride knowing that, hearing this, and you also seeing it that maybe there's not a lot of women playing, or at least, organized right now, knowing that we are still doing this and we're keeping it going? We might be some of the few, but we're doing all we can.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's really amazing to have even the girls that we have on the team this year, but I really hope more girls do come out for the team, because obviously Ella and Kylie, they want to keep it going, and I think that's exciting.
How important is it to have good young men and women who are willing to bring in younger kids and talk with them and make them feel welcome? It seems like you have that with both.
They're always trying to help the underclassmen and even the junior high kids, and they look up to them. We have the junior high kids out. The seniors will go play, and then I'll take junior high kids with me to follow and watch. Before or after practice when they're on the course, I'll take them, and they love that. They love that, and the seniors like that. They're understanding that they're passing on what they have because they're leaving, and we just want to continue this program. I really would like to just continue the program, and again, I want to reiterate, no child will be cut from this team. We're not going to deny any child the opportunity to play golf.